Yes.
See, you're not betrayed by anything that you don't believe in. So in order to be betrayal, you know what I mean, that has to deal with your trust. It had to deal with your basic, you know what I mean, trust of you as a human being, you know. Say your name again, sister.
My name is Ty Miller.
Todd Miller. So go ahead. Yeah, because I mean, you...
Betrayal, I could really talk a lot. I hope you got a lot of battery life.
We're going to have to rinse you out.
Betrayal is just really, it's a deep word.
Okay.
And along with betrayal, see, I believe that a lot of times we put it on ourselves because we put too much trust in the wrong people. So can we actually say that it's them betraying us, or did we betray ourselves in what we believe in? I really believe that we have to look at the root of something. Some people are just born to be who they are.
Right.
And let the truth be told, we see their issues a long time.
Okay.
But we are willing, the kind-hearted people that we are willing to give them a chance. Betrayal hurts.
Okay.
It hurts a lot. But see, you have to take control of yourself.
Right.
And I'm not saying I'm Superwoman. No, I can't do it all the time.
Okay.
But you have to take control of yourself and your emotions. And sometimes you got to put that guard up.
Okay.
And you have to do that.
Okay. Now, you know what? Now we'll go back to you, Belinda. Like I said once again, but isn't it our human... Listen, we don't live on an island.
Right. Right?
Everything we do is connected to something else.
Yep.
When we pray to God.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? When we go get our car fixed, we go to our mechanic. When we go buy our food, we go to our grocer. So we already connected. It's impossible not to trust somebody other than yourself. So this is a human characteristic.
That's right.
So now, if that be the case, now true, and that's the double-edged sword. So do we live on an island? Do we place ourselves in a bottle or a shell? Just because, you know, do we be afraid to live? Listen, if this is the basis of our life is connected, right? Yeah. Do we disconnect? Do we live that way?
We don't disconnect, but we got to deal with ourselves first. We cannot always, see, a lot of times, a lot of things that happen is because we allow it to happen. You are in control of every relationship that you have.
Right.
You deal with every relationship that you have. Okay. I'm not saying alienate ourselves. We could not do that.
Okay.
But we know way back in the biblical days, Cain killed Abel because he was jealous of him.
Okay.
See, if a lot of people don't look at that story, Abel was offering up a sacrifice to God, and Cain got jealous because Abel's sacrifice was bigger.
Right.
And better.
But the truth be told, it wasn't about the better. It wasn't about the bigger. It was where it was coming from. Because the sacrifice had to be right. See, so the sacrifice don't matter what it would have been. If it would have been from the heart, it would have been his equal.
Right. So if I'm in a relationship with you, that means I'm in charge of that relationship. I should know whether it's coming from your heart.
Okay. And the key word that you use is relationship. A lot of times, you know what I mean, we don't know that we use the word intimacy. Melinda, we use the word intimacy in relationships and betrayal. And word intimacy, we always equate it with the opposite sex. And when we're talking about, you know what I mean, some kind of connection as far as marriage or boyfriend or girlfriend. But we intimate with anybody that we trust. Right. We intimate with anybody, you know what I'm saying, that we give into ourselves over to.
But I also believe, like, the devil can go to church.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Like, sometimes you can't tell. I mean, somebody has a big smile on their face, talk to you, get all your information, and you think y'all having a conversation, they taking notes on how to plot on you.
Right.
The whole time, how you supposed to know that? Especially if it's somebody really close to you.
Right, but you don't know. But the thing about it is this, and this is my opinion, and this is really truly what I think that, what I mean. But even in those times, because you know what, it's nothing. It's really no protector from really being betrayed, really, because as long as you go to life, you cannot tell what somebody else's motive is. You'll never can say
those warning signs are present sometimes.
That's what I was getting ready to say, brother. I would have to agree and disagree with you a little bit, because, and the reason I'm saying that is because if you're a real person, you're going to know a phony person.
Ooh, spirit. I think you're talking about some spiritual stuff, sister.
No, I'm talking about some real stuff.
No, I say...
Because they say in the natural side that birds of a feather flock together.
Okay.
I'm not going to be with you if you ain't like me.
Okay.
So if we together, it's something that's going to stick out about you.
Right, characteristics. Oh, I'm going to take it to the spiritual side. They say try the spirit by the spirit.
That's
so I'm going to know you
from
your fruit. And so that means that a lot of times, you know, what I mean, you absolutely right. See, I just said that to say one thing because a lot of times, you know, what I mean, you got to realize people come in with a lot of different games and a lot of different. But ain't it beautiful that even in spite of your betrayal, that too gonna elevate you?
Absolutely, that's the magnificent thing about it.
I definitely grew from my betrayal.
Okay.
I grew tremendously.
Okay. Just like with this economy, this like, you know what I mean, we'll find a way because we're resilient peoples and we'll find a way. And I like I say again, but you know, when I say it again, because you know, well, through eyes of a visionary, you know, it's truly like to talk about people, real issues. I don't want no stage thing. I don't want to know what you think about after you thought it had 1,000 days to rehearse. I want to know what you feel on the spot because there is no correct answer because we all have opinion, but we know that we always can address the problem, but we have to come to a common solution because most times, you know, the word like jealousy, I noticed my own self, speaking of my own self, and they're going to be like, why am I always behind the camera? Because guess what? My cameraman not here, but guess what? The work still needed got to get done. So, hey, to God be the glory. It is what it is. So back to what I was saying is, you know, most of the times, like as I travel this trek, you know, you got to realize I didn't have no role models that tell me. I too think people believe that, you know what I mean, if I don't do nothing non-traditional, meaning work for somebody else, that yet I'm not doing no work, and I could be finding myself working many days, 24 hours a day. I mean, when I say literally working 24 hours a day, I mean I'm getting up, I'm editing, I'm doing so many different things. So now I'm not always used to trying to get validated by somebody else. So I say that to say that guess what? A lot of times we betray ourselves by giving our dreams over to the dream stealers.
You done said that. You done said it.
Yeah.
So if that be the case, you know what I mean? So now when we dealing with betraying others and betraying others, how about this? How have we betrayed somebody? Have we done everything right?
No,
am I talking to perfection right here?
Not at all.
Two ladies?
Not at all.
Not everything right, but I do have a limit. You know, where
but guess what?
Done everything right.
Okay then. So if that means, so you say you have a limit.
Yeah.
But at who expense? Because listen, you only can speak about how you feel about it. Yeah, remember, when you betraying somebody,
but
it's so funny that you talking about.
I mean, come on. I gotta call this. I gotta call it because you know what? You know what we'll do? We'll forget that sometimes we're the betrayers. Sometimes, and that's why the third part of the story gonna come in. They kind of come into play. You know, with the last part of the show is so important about the first two. We talked about loyalty.
Right.
We talked about, come on, Miss Thomas, betrayal.
Yeah.
But how can we say all of these things when we haven't always been loyal?
Let me tell you, I just had a conversation with a young lady today.
Okay.
And she was upset because she was talked about.
Okay.
But she has sat in the presence of this same person and talked about other people.
Of course.
So what I told her is that you have no right to be upset.
Right.
Because you have participated in the same action.
Right.
But now because it's done to you, it's wrong.
Right. And you know what? And as we take this small little break and everything, you know, I'm going to take a little break and everything before we can just start the next shoot. Wow, y'all ladies is blowing my mind. Blowing my mind. Well, let me give you a few lines just to let you know when they tell them this goes out to the haters. Listen, my past has already passed and that surely don't define me. My past is my past, so you don't have to remind me.
I know that's right. Yeah.
Listen, now that I'm having success, allow your boy to shine, please. And if you have a problem with it, take it up with God, because he's the one who assigned me.